the start, in the beginning, the Creator created the heaven and the earth. And the earth had no life. It had no form. It had no meaning. And blackness was upon the deep. Yes, the word darkness in that portion of Genesis chapter number 1 in verse 2 is blackness. Because from the blackness we came forth. For the very presence of the Creator is blackness. And it says, and the presence of the Creator moved upon the black waters. The word translated as Spirit of God is the presence of the Creator. It moved upon the black waters, for waters is black. Water is black, but when sunlight strikes upon it, it gives it the colorless color that we see in a cup, and blue in the sea and swimming pool, and blue skies. For water is blackness. Did you know that? Why was the word blackness replaced with the word darkness? And why was the color of water, being black, removed from the Bible? Darkness and blackness are not one and the same thing. Blackness is the nature of humanity, is the nature of the Creator. Darkness is an inability to see the Creator, brought to us by Satan. Why were those words changed? It is because the advocates of white supremacy, such as King James, wanted to translate the Bible in such a way so that they could read meanings into it and make us believe that there is such a color as white, when white is the absence of all color, so that we could read into the Bible that albinic people, or white people as they are known, are the ones the Bible is talking about. But water is still black. It is the reason why when you go out on a cloudy, rainy day, just before the rains fall, the clouds are black, dark clouds. But what is water? Water is life. Wherever there is water, there is life. What is water? Water is truth. You cannot live without truth. You cannot live without life, because water is truth and is life. always water, and then there was lies, and death, and lies, and lies, and lies grew so much that we could hardly see the water. We could hardly see truth. Now, truth looks so far away, distant, alone, surrounded by liars and lies, surrounded by so much noise, begging to be heard. Truth has been hid. Lies are now everywhere, rampant, growing stronger by the day, incapacitating everybody, and happy to do it. This is now personal, against all liars, deceivers, abusers, and killers of humanity for profit. After so many years of truth being hid, truth had to be dug out. Now, truth has to be scratched and etched into our minds, written boldly so that we can see and never forget. We were all looking for truth, but truth was abandoned, its windows broken, its doors left open, having deviants and miscreants invading it and telling us lies as though it was truth. all these liars were successful because truth was abandoned. We abandoned truth for their many lies and false securities. We had all these liars telling us they were truth, incapacitating everybody, killing everybody, and putting us in wheelchairs of death. After more than 2 millennia of truth being abandoned and its identity stolen and corrupted by a committee of liars, headed by Iron, truth was found by its owners, a trustee of a lineage of truth from Adam. Truth is back, destroying lies, liars, abusers, and killers of humanity.
If there is anyone out there who still doubts that America is a place where all things are possible, who still wonders if the dream of our founders is alive in our time, who still questions the power of our democracy. Tonight is your answer. The answer told by lines that stretched around schools and churches in numbers this nation has never seen. By people who waited 3 hours and 4 hours, many for the first time in their lives, because they believed that this time must be different, that their voices could be that difference. It's the answer spoken by young and old, rich and poor, Democrat and Republican, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, disabled and not disabled, Americans who sent a message to the world that we have never been just a collection of individuals or a collection of red states and blue states. We are and always will be the United States of America. It's been a long time coming, but tonight, because of what we did on this day, in this election, at this defining moment, change has come to America.
Barack Obama says that change has happened to America because he became not the first black president of the United States. What change did Obama bring to the United States? The only thing that comes to mind is that he made homosexuality a deviant to be a norm. Was that change? But that's the meaning of change. Change can be for better or for worse, but a change nevertheless. Is that the change you wanted? Homosexuality? Every year the government tells you to go vote for change, but what kind of change are they envisioning? Is it homosexuality that Obama brought? Homosexuality is now in your face, everywhere and in everything, and you are still clapping for change. Every year the government makes you to count your vote. You've been 10 years old, now running on 50. Have you had the change you desired? Or is it every year the system keeps taking from you, and they still keep taking and heaping more miseries upon you through taxes and every excuse under the sun to take from you? The same government who says that they'll do better keeps enslaving you. You work from 9 to 5 for 50 years. Your wife and kids grow old and don't recognize you because you're working in enslavement that you call a job by the government. Did you know that the creator of heaven and earth never gave us a job? He gave us work. Do you know what work is? You've been working forever for this blind, satanic, demonic system run by a government. The government keeps making it harder for you. You barely have enough, and the worst thing is the money they refuse to pay you, they print freely from a machine. That's the sad story in all of this. The money the government takes from you and refuses to pay you and heaps miseries on you with so many lies to take from you. The money they print freely from a machine. They are saying your social security is running out from the paper money that they print freely. And yet people will go on the next campaign and cheer for these kinds of liars and deceivers who represent the face of the government and the system in Obama. But why is that? Because there are two types of people in the world. One are the children of the Creator. The others are the ones that are deceived by such words that Obama speaks, that change has come to America. And these ones that are being deceived are the children of Satan. So if you have believed that change has come to America, you are definitely a child of Satan. So ask this question right now. Which one are you?
Since the election, we have created 2.4 million new jobs, including 200,000 new jobs in manufacturing alone. Tremendous numbers. After years and years of wage stagnation, we are finally seeing rising wages. Unemployment claims have hit a 45-year low. And something I'm very proud of, African American unemployment stands at the lowest rate ever recorded. And just as I promised the American people from this podium 11 months ago, we enacted the biggest tax cuts and reforms in American history. Our massive tax cuts provide tremendous relief for the middle class and small business. To lower tax rates for hardworking Americans, we nearly doubled the standard deduction for everyone. Now the first $24,000 earned by a married couple is completely tax-free.
Donald Trump says they've created false jobs of 2.4 million. Why 2.4 million jobs? Because 2 plus 4 equals 6, and 6 is a multiple of 3, and 3 is the Trinity of gods, which is Satan, which your government worships. That is the God you see on the dollar bill, which says, "In God we trust." The many names of the Trinity of gods which your government worships in popular culture includes the universe. The creator of heaven and earth created the universe. He is not the universe. Remember that. The creator of heaven and earth never invented jobs. He's not the one answering your prayers when you pray for a job. Satan is, because Satan created jobs for us. So every time you hear your government say it's creating jobs, it's Satan creating those jobs. The Creator gave us work, not the slave jobs that your government and Satan make you go to, which you grow old on and still don't have enough, and no time either to spend with your family, children, wives, girlfriends, or loved ones, who turn out to be strangers to you because Satan gave you a job. Donald Trump says he raised the minimum wage, and the committee of liars and the ones being deceived cheer and clap. But Donald Trump forgot to tell you that when the minimum wage was raised, the prices of everything which your government controls also went up, because they increased that too. So was there really a rise in minimum wage, or was it a scam to fool you by your government.
Our massive tax cuts provide tremendous relief for the middle class and small business. To lower tax rates.
Before we continue this conversation in looking at the many lies that your government feeds to you, which Donald Trump, for example, just gave you a very nice speech, which was all lies, let's explain a few things about government so you get this. When we say government, the whole entire system of world control called government resides in places called capitals. Capitals serve as the headquarters of government structure, and every country and state in the world has a capital. When you look at the word capital, the etymology of capital is derived from the word Capitoline. Capitoline is the Capitoline Hills where the Vatican resides in Rome. The Capitoline Hills was a shrine of human sacrifices where men, women, children, and babies were beheaded. When you commit a crime against the government, they call it capital crime, and the punishment is called capital punishment. And capital punishment is to behead you. It's where the word decapitate comes from the word capital, shortened from Capitoline, and to decapitate means to behead you. So your government is in the business of killing you. So every capitol building in this world and every state capital is a shrine to which men, women, children, and babies are being killed constantly to this day. In those capitol buildings, every day, every week, every month, and every year. Government is in the business of killing you, not only physically, but mentally and spiritually to serve their God, which is Satan. Whenever you hear God being mentioned by any politician or somebody in place of influence in popular culture, be it known that they are not talking about the creator of heaven and earth. Do not be deceived or confused. They are talking about Satan, the Trinity of gods who reside in the Capitoline Hills in Rome.
Now the first $24,000 earned by a married.
The Capitoline Hills, where the Vatican resides today, houses 3 temples. The temples of Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva, 3 gods. These 3 gods of Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva are referred to as the Trinity. Christianity, which is invented by the Roman system of governance, pushed the Trinity into the Bible that we all read from their translated copies and called it the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. They made us believe that the creator of heaven and earth is the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit because it was the worship of their Trinity of gods called Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva, which is Satan and not the creator of heaven and earth. There is only one creator of heaven and earth, but Christianity made us believe that you can separate a man's voice from his body and his actions into 3 different personalities when there is no such thing. That is what they told you existed in the Trinity, God in 3 persons, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And a lot of dummies who do not seek truth but worship the devil and do not care about truth go to church, whether it be Protestant, Orthodox, Pentecostal, or Catholic, and worship Satan in the Trinity and think they are worshiping the creator of heaven and earth. Fools indeed. Satan preaches and delivers himself from you in churches to deceive you, and idiots think it's the creator. But why have these idiots and fools who believe in going to church refused common sense and truth and reasoning and fall for this deception in Christianity and religion? Why? Because they are children of Satan. Can you separate your voice from your body and from your actions and treat them as three separate individuals. Can you really do that? Fools,